so I've prepared some notes just so I can be clear and possibly more concise than usual. I've got a lot of trouble with this particular application, and let me start off with the first comment that I alluded to with my outburst. One of the reasons people appear in front of the Chatham Board of Adjustment is they believe their concerns are going to be heard and be given serious consideration. In response to issues raised by the public, this board has often required significant modifications to proposed plans or even rejected plans in their entirety. Yet, we are routinely given a presentation where, and I said this before, the radio frequency engineer comes out, people come out, all the experts come out, and we are supposed to act, and then we are presented with a fait accompli where we are supposed to go, must say yes. Well, I say this particular application gives me some problems. The FCC encourages co-location of equipment, and this is effectively precluded in this case because of guidelines issued by PSE&G. Yet PSE&G, no one submitted any evidence. I've heard the statement that it's difficult to maintain. I think engineers with the proper challenge can do better. If the FCC wants this co-located all over the country, this is going to be precluded by the fact that a monopole installation is unable to support the requisite number of cables to do a co-location. So, again, I have a concern about that, but someone tells me, never mind, it doesn't apply in this case. I say it does. And I think that Chatham needs some guidelines on the placement and appearance of cellular installations. It's my opinion that the ground equipment facility, as presented, is too large to be placed, and this is an important point, in close proximity to a home or a public road. I know that some changes have been made in color schemes and the materials to be used. These changes do not address the matter of the mass of the ground facility, and I have a problem with that, in its proposed location, next to a road, next to a home. People didn't complain about the other applications to the degree that they've raised issues on this one. That's a difference, and that to me is a substantive difference. And personally, I am not aware of any efforts that have been made to negotiate directly with the affected community on this topic. And I'd also like to say, particularly in reference to the planner's submissions, when engineering drawings are presented to the board for the record, they must include a scale and other information to permit the proper interpretation of the drawings. The absence of what is called metadata from photoshopped images makes it all but impossible to reach an informed judgment, so I have serious problems with the visuals that were presented as a Photoshop. There was some discussion of that with it. I went back to the site. It was done with a wide-angle lens, so the site looks smaller. I matched it out, and the only way you could make those pictures is to go wide, and when you go wide, things get small. Don't buy it. And finally, my last point is, we've all heard the argument that people who buy homes adjacent to a power line or a water tower or whatever have given up the right to object. How does this make sense? When does it stop? 2 power line, 2 cell towers, 3, maybe a McDonald's stand? I don't know. To me, it's a circular argument, and I don't buy it. Those are my comments. In case you can't tell, I have some